Hello, welcome back to Pandemic Playing Around with Dave. We're back with Ship Evolution again, and we're going to continue our adventure. And today, we're going to try to start moving to our next destination, our next adventure. Let's get started. Alright, so we're almost ready to get going. As you see here, we did a little bit of upgrades off cam, so we can get things moving a little bit quicker. The only thing that we don't necessarily have still is going to be a bunch of ice. So that is going to be our biggest problem at the moment. By ice, I mean hydrogen, because I did add in a few more hydrogen tanks to see here, but not necessarily filled to the brim just yet. These two, pretty decent, but the other four over here is not doing so well. The good news is that the hydrogen tanks here on the big blue is actually pretty good. So we don't have to fill it up. We can get going if we want to speed up the process. We did put in another jump drive right over here just to give us a little bit more jump ability to get to right there. That's SOMN base. That's 2400 away. So yeah, other than that, a little bit of upgrades here and there for our quote-unquote space station-esque ship. We put in the mosquito straw here just to get attached again and detached off back there so we can start building. But Big Blue has a bit of an upgrade, as you can see here. Not a significant upgrade, but a pretty decent one. You'll see here, it's going to be an assault cannon with 2 welders next to it. So that's gonna help kind of weld it up when it gets destroyed and everything like that. But if the welder get destroyed, then that's the problem. Unless we do a welder internally here, which we can, to weld up these 2 welders or any other welders that's in here. That might be something I should do, but not necessary at the moment. So far, 2 assault cannons. I didn't put any Gatlings just yet. I do wish I can. But I gotta find a good spot for them. Some places and some things needs to be changed out for heavy armor and everything like that. Like here, I did do some heavy armor replacements. So you'll see here, heavy armor. A little bit heavy armor back here. Of course, the thruster, and I encased it a little bit with a design here, so that it's a little bit more protected if we get shot. So we definitely need to add a lot more to this, especially like right here as well. But so far, so good. So I think we're basically nearly ready to get going, to be honest. So I'm just going to back up from here. So a few more upgrades we could do in the Big Blue. I know we have these parachute hatches, which we don't necessarily need. So we could utilize this section for something else. Okay, so this is an O2H2 generator. Actually, didn't even know we had that there. But what we can do is throw in a conveyor junction right here. And if we needed to, we could throw in a Gatling turret here. The only thing is we may have to get this and this off just to make that happen. Not the greatest, but that should be fine. Alright, we add the Gatling right there for the rear. I may or may not have build and repair off. Oh no, it's on. Alright, there we go. So this needs to change a little bit only because of the way it's built now, and we just stick this here, no big deal. And that's that for that. So then we have an extra Gatling cannon or Gatling right here, but no welders to weld it up if any issues happen. We still need a little bit more like up here or whatever the case is, or on the sides for more weaponry. So this Big Blue needs to be upgraded a little bit more for that to happen. But yeah, here's a little bit more design that I did to it. So putting these panels to cover up the ion thrusters, cover up the thruster, the large thruster. We covered up the hydrogen tank slightly, not by a lot, as you see here. But we definitely can cover it up a little bit better if necessary. So we can add things like this here. Actually, that doesn't look that great. Yeah, it's about designing and protection at the same time. So that's the biggest problem I'm having with that. So this looks really, really weird when I do that on there. But for now, that should look okay. Okay, so Big Blue is good for what it is. Oh, wow. I didn't even know there's O2H2 generators here too. That's connected to this thruster. That is very not necessary. So, I mean, for now, we're just gonna cover that up. I'm not sure why it's kind of exposed, but we'll cover that up for now. Make sure that gets covered up. And there is a business shipment that's coming also, so that's a little bit worrying because we don't want that to hit us in any ways. So let's just get going really quick. So one thing I want to do though is get to that assailant that is nearby right there behind, but that will get us a little bit closer. Oop. That will get us a little closer to that thing that's coming after us. We have not enough gyroscopes, I think, for this. Oh, we could bump this up. I think these are the smaller ships. I don't think it's gonna matter too much, but maybe. Yeah, that doesn't really matter too much. All right, the business shipment. Okay, the business shipment is not coming closer, so that's fine. It's gonna chill out there. But for now, we need a gyroscope. We need more gyroscopes on here, and of course, you notice that there's some colors on the toolbar now. Oh, I forgot to get the one that colors the HUD stats or the stats on the bottom left. The icon colors all changed up, as you see here. Pretty cool mod. And if we want to talk about other mods, I did the GPS distance mod here. So you can see in the descriptions how far things are or which GPS pointers, where they are and such. Just to give it a better idea. So mods can be a game changer in a way. So we did stick with vanilla for quite some time, but it's time to speed things up. So we are going to need to insert the mods. All right, so I hope that's going to increase our movement a little bit. Just a tad. It's not a lot. So I want to get to that assailant just to tick it over in terms of getting all the mats out of it. So we're just going to have to fly that way. Unfortunately, flying this way is not the best, but gonna have to do for now. Okay, think that may do. Where is it? Right there. So this assailant more or less is parts, so I just want to take it over since we are using build and repair as intended. So we can grab this ship. Oh, we have very little side thrusting here, right? Yep, very little. Driving this thing itself, not the best thing, because most of it is going to be Big Blue. That's thrusters. We have minimal thrusters from the mining carriage that's working. Let's just hope we don't crash into it. Oh, we're in the moon's gravity. That means, wait, the sailing hasn't fallen. Well, it's probably because it has thrusters to keep it up. Okay, we are in a good position here to grab what I can grab. We're gonna waste a little bit of thrusting because we are in the gravity field, so that's not great. Perfect. Quick way of grabbing that. We have what? The beams of light just grabbing it, and of course it's falling down to the moon as we speak here. I might have to try to grab it before it does fall down. More or less, we need the thruster components. Okay, that is gonna crash into the moon if it doesn't get if I can't get everything. Alright, I got most of it anyway, so we should be fine. Let's not deal with that. It's gonna crash into the moon. It's gonna create a little bit of a crater, but it's got lots of craters over there anyway, so not a big damage. I mean, eventually we would probably come get it, but probably not necessary. Alright, perfect. Okay, so it's time to make the trip. Not the best thing to do if we don't have full hydrogen, but 60% out of all the hydrogen tanks that we have. That's not too bad. All right, we got to get out the gravity field, and we already have our destination. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, we are out of the gravity field, and I'm going to point myself looking at the SOMN base right over there. So if I'm lucky enough, it will sell uranium, and that will solve our power situation, and we can replace our thrusters with ion thrusters instead of dealing with hydrogen. Getting ice, that's a different story. We do not have any ice whatsoever. Okay, so jump drives, we got these right here. They should all be on blind jump, I hope. Yeah, blind jump at maximum is 1255. That's not terrible for a jump, but here goes nothing. All right, never mind. We need to change these to jump. All right, there we go. So 1200 is where we're headed. Basically a little less than half. So we're gonna have to charge up as once we get there. So here we go. All right, perfect. We are now in the middle of nowhere. All right, so while we wait for our jump drive to charge up, which I think is gonna take maybe 5 minutes. Six minutes. All right, cool. So it'll be 6 minutes till we jump, so we can continue to design this out a little bit better. Also, we did a little bit of changing here for this wing piece here, so you'll see that there. We have our turret back here for the rear, if anything. What we need also is a artillery turret, if anything. The cockpit has a lot of space, and it did at this door here, which was a parachute hatch. But anyway, the cockpit has a lot of space. So I added the seat here, and I backed up these two seats here. Ow, I didn't even notice that. There's thrusters over here showing. But anyways, I want to get something up here, like an artillery. It could be up there. It could be on the side. It doesn't really matter. The only problem we have is a connection with a connector. So that's the biggest problem. I don't have a connector going over there for some reason. So we gotta figure that out. What was that? Something 10 away. We could get to that while we wait. But why would we bring the whole entire ship over there? It's probably not gonna stop. I mean, I could leave this here and wait, but probably not a good idea. Oh, there's two mateys here. Okay. Come back Alright, it's got a GPS pointer. It so if we ever want to fly back here, there's 2 maydays around here. Then we can collect some ships and such. There's a private sail over there too. Interesting spawn. Yeah. Artillery is gonna be interesting, but we do need artillery ammo, so that's gonna be a little bit hard to get right this moment. So if we load up our ship with mostly artillery and assault cannons, I would preferably like that idea to cause more damage, because that's what happened with the warship. That warship destroyed me based on having all that. All right, so there's got to be a connector somewhere that I can use that's connected to the whole entire base. So looks like we could utilize these right over here. This goes in the door. This is going upwards to the medical. Yep. So underneath it, I could do a connector. Conveyor junction, I should say. And there's already a few conveyor junctions here, so that's good. So throw this conveyor junction there, there, and there. Now give us more opportunities to build upwards. Right up there. So we need to pipe it upwards. So either we go from here and pipe it, or from here and pipe it. I think from here to here is our best bet. Like that. So conveyor junction can be up there. And we do our piping down here. Like so. Here we go. So we have a little bit of... So we have a spot right here also. Perfect. So what we can put here is another Gatling or an assault cannon. If I put a... I'm probably going to do an assault cannon. And if I could put anything over here, it's probably going to be what's it call it? Artillery. But you know what? I might be able to get rid of that door. These we can get rid of. We don't need that. What we should really do here, though, is something that we can connect in different directions. So it's probably going to be a conveyor junction here, unfortunately. Okay. And then here we'll pipe it like this. And I'm thinking we're going to have to get rid of that door. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this door. There we go. Perfect. Now, that's going to make it a little harder for us to get out. That door was going to make it easier for us, but shouldn't be that bad. There we go. So this is going to be a bit of an update here. Where's the private sale? It's gone, right? All right, cool. These are active. Yep. And this is perfect. It's got just enough space. This could be... I'd rather it to be here, but it should be all right. Should I put the artillery turret here then? Probably. All right, let's just throw that in there. Artillery itself is going to be a little bit hard to get, but I'm not going to be focused on that just yet. Okay. Is there any way to put in welders to keep it up and running, if anything? I guess there is, but it's going to create a hole in the top, which is not ideal. Because it's going to be getting rid of this one and this one. Get that working. So it'll be like this. And it keeps a hole up top, which is not exactly ideal. I don't even think that's going to make it airtight as well. You can figure that out. If I close that up and close that up. So that's closed. That's closed. This is closed up. So if it's airtight, this should light up being okay and pressurized, but it's not because it is definitely not airtight based on this. So what we can do then is get rid of these. And throw in regular old block. That should make it airtight, I believe. Hopefully. Nope. Something is off still. Which I'm pretty sure is over here. So, like, these probably better off. Or at least that one better off being a conveyor junction. There. Yep. So the welder's not a best thing to have there, but it is going to preserve our weaponry a little bit better. That's the only reason why I would probably have that there. Yeah, that looks a little ridiculous, but this will be shot more than this would anyway, so we should be okay. We may have to redesign this a little bit too to make it look a little bit better. Because it looks a little ridiculous kind of floating like that. And plus we could throw in some heavy armor like this. So just to protect the conveyor junction underneath. So I don't mind doing this at all. So the idea is to replace with heavy armor where we can. So it changes that design just so slightly. And I guess we could just get rid of these. And just replace this with heavy armor as well. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know if we have artillery shells. We don't. Artillery shell is going to require, I think, uranium. Yeah, it does require... Oop, not 100. We'll make some. I think we have some uranium left, right? Nope. We really don't. That's not good. Oh, we do have some. So if we put in an assembler, we should be fine. There we go. We'll produce a little bit that way. All right, awesome. So we got artillery power. We have assault cannon power. We could wrap this up with some kind of panels as well. I think. Nope, we can't. No, we can't. It has to be underneath that. So it's a little weird to have this here, but it's right in between it, so it's not a big deal. It's a little too close to each other too, so not the greatest way of doing this. But it'll be alright. In terms of putting Gatlins on the side though, I wish I had a spot for that in terms of doing it there. I think we could do it. Where is this? Yeah, it's gonna be right here. So we make the hole here. Like that. Conveyor junctions are gonna be over there. And let's see, how can we do this? All right, so conveyor junction here, conveyor junction there. Ooh, we have to get rid of the windows though. That's gonna be interesting because yeah, it's in the way. So we can't do this design here at all, which is fine. All right, so can we get rid of this? No. So we can get rid of this and this. That means we're gonna have to. Well, I guess we could do conveyor junctions here, tubing there, and then tubing here. Something like that. And if we really wanted to, we could also put the welder right there, if anything, but I don't think I'm gonna go that route. Oop, over here. So that means we need to put a heavy armor block in front of this, like that. And if we want to follow the design as before, we still can. We still put the windows here for, well, not a double side, not a 2x1 window. We got to do a single window because the Gatlin's gonna be right here, and I got to move that panel too, which is a bit of a pain, but could be, no pun intended, pain. Window pain. Sure. Ooh, that's stuck. All right, so I think we spent a little bit more time than we really needed to here. All right, we'll get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. And we should put Gatlins here. So let's flop this way. Put that there. And we should be good. All right. If we really wanted to, we could put a welder here to protect it. Ooh, we're out of metal grids. No way. Oh, we did sell a whole bunch before too, so let's just build a few. I think we have enough mats for it for sure. So Big Blue is now fairly equipped. Artillery, assault cannons, Gatlins. Back here needs a little bit more. I wish I could put one right over here, but that's the thruster. So not a lot of areas for me to put it. I wanted to put it here on the bottom, but that is a hydrogen tank. So making it potentially get shot is definitely not ideal. But there is a thruster here too that allows for a spot for weaponry too. And also, again, I don't necessarily want to put it there, but it seems like we might have to. Or if we put it over here, that can work too, but it gets rid of the design. I kind of want the design there, to be honest. And whatever is here, looks like we covered up a gyroscope. What's underneath this heavy armor I put here? Oh, that's jump drive. Okay, so we can't do anything there at all. So yeah, it's not a lot of things we could do here. I mean, we could put interior turrets. That's about it if we want to get on the safe side of things. So we could throw that here. I don't see why we shouldn't put interior turrets just to protect ourselves here. So I'm going to throw that in there. One there, one there. We could put some over here if we really, really wanted to. But that's a jump drive, so I don't want to do that either. Not a lot of spaces for weaponry, so unfortunately, this Big Blue ain't the best thing in the world. As you see here, in terms of putting weaponry. And that's the cargo container right over here, which is pretty exposed too. So, yikes. And up front, we could have some over here too. We don't necessarily need the spotlights. I was also thinking of putting something here too. So, that could all wait. Let's just grab what we can in terms of ammo. Oh wow, we got 224 that we can load up in the interior turrets. That is a lot. I'll load up 20 there and probably 20 here. For now. Throw all that in there. Looks like we're gonna need power soon. So we are good to go. Let's do another blind jump, but let's see how far we're gonna go. 1255. That's too much. So I'll jump drive. I need to go 1214 will be there. 1214 right there. 96%. Right. This is gonna get us to our main destination, I hope. 1214. And go. And there's a Mayday right over there. Oh, cool. We got Mayday nearby. Where is the station? Right there. 13 away. Wasn't hoping for that. I was hoping for it to jump a lot closer than 14 away. But that's fine. I actually took all my jump tries for that, so that's interesting. Alright, flying forward is not going to be a problem. Flying backwards probably would be. In terms of stopping. Alright, here we go. We're going to burn some hydrogen. Go forwards. We don't have our brakes and everything set, so I'm just gonna try to fly 100 meters per second right into the SOMN base or beacon or station. All right, there's a bit of a behind the scenes, but truth be told, I did not check if SOMN base was or faction was friendly with us. They were not. So unfortunately, they are our enemies in this scenario here. But in order to start a new adventure, we need a similar base that is far away from planets and everything like that. So what we're going to do is cheese it, clear the reputation, start fresh, and continue on with our new adventure. Again, a bit cheesy, but had to be done. It will probably take us hours to days to find a new station that's similar to this. All right, we made it and we're connected. We haven't extended to see how far back we are from the station, the shield, but we are now basically in the middle of nowhere between... We have Earth, I think, over there. We got Mars over there and no other planets. Lots of asteroids out here, though, which is pretty cool. So technically, we could do like a multi-asteroid station here. We're still planning not to drill, but if we do go the route of drilling, I think there's a lot of resources here. Yeah, that should be cobalt, I believe. I wouldn't know. I don't have a drill. Looks like a bunch of cobalt on this section. And there's a lot of maydays around too, so it's kind of like starting an adventure all over again. Oh, actually, no. We're sticking out pretty badly, actually. So this connection is going to be pretty interesting. So SONM beacon. Let's see what you got. So it looks like the door is right over here. You got some cosmic coffee with your Martian coffee beans. All right, let's see. Ooh, nice. Straight off the bat, some decent stuff. Two lockers with a pistol and everything like that. Get right in, and we got some seats. Very nice looking station. Oh, that's the toilet. Up here is the vending machine, control station, or whatever it's called. Got more restrooms, beds, and everything. And some more resources here. Any loose change in the beds? Not that one. Not that one. That's a lot of tools we just got from this. But no money, unfortunately, in the beds. That's fine. Alright, so contracts are here. So acquisitions. Selling 98 uranium will get me set. I don't have 98 uranium, unfortunately. Cheap little stuff. We're just gonna do these anyways. We probably have a bunch of silicon. Don't think we have any more metal grids, but we gotta make more. Plus components we have. Okay, perfect. Okay, our ship is no longer connected for some odd reason. Or we never locked in. Probably that's the case. Alright, that's pretty good. 23 amount of thruster components for a mill. So we're gonna do this to get the rep up anyways. Yeah, we definitely don't have the metal grids. That's fine. Okay, that's done. We'll probably get more metal grids from Maydays, if anything, because we're gonna need that anyways. Where is the store itself? Store. Did we pass by it? Interesting. We walk in here. Contracts there. Where's the store? Ah, I thought that was an ATM, but it wasn't. It was outside this whole time. That's actually pretty interesting to have a store right out here. All right, we can stop for some Cosmic Coffee and Clan Cola, if anything, but this is what we were looking for. Oh, they do sell hydrogen. All right, that's awesome. Not a lot, but that's going to help fill up. But as you see here, it sells platinum ingots, uranium, all that stuff, which is very, very useful. Would prefer to buy uranium ore, but they don't seem to have ore here for that. So I wouldn't mind buying all this. Well, that would just run us dry. Maybe not all of it, but even if we did like 50, or yeah, we could do that. We put 50 in here. Oh, that all gone to the reactors, I guess. Yeah, we need to make a lot of money for this to work. But I think we are in a good position here to start a base and everything like that. You do sell hydrogen, so that's good. I don't know how much hydrogen is going to sell, but it looks like a decent place to just hang out in to get what we need in terms of the hydrogen. All right, let's extend out to see what that's going to be like. How far are we going to get out of the bubble? Pretty far. I think we are good right there. Okay. All right, we're going to convert to station. We're locked in. We are in a good place. This station can get the hydrogen that it needs. It can get the uranium that we need for power. So we could forgo the hydrogen for sure. If we really, really want to go that route. Now, this is nice too because it does have the asteroids and such. And it's like a family of asteroids here too. It would be nice to do an asteroid station, but the problem is, again, we're in a no drill situation. But doesn't mean we can't build on top of an asteroid. So that's also another thing. But building on top of an asteroid is another problem too, because then the sun gets blocked. But also me staying here, let's just say we're going to put in a actual station right over here that likely can get blocked from the sun as well. But not as significant. So we are surrounded by some spots here in terms of asteroids. Yeah, there's a big decision. I know we said no asteroid station. Let's just do a space station right out here, but I don't know. I feel like we could just build on an asteroid. I mean, that's not a big deal, right? But probably best not to. I think, honestly, that's probably the better idea. Not to build an asteroid station, because we can't dig into it anyways to keep things safe, as much as I would probably prefer that. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's just build a space station. I kind of want to build a space station. There's a few maydays here that I want to take care of as well. But what would be a good spot for a space station? Maybe right around here. I don't want to get too... Let's just go a little bit further from the station itself. So it's going to be like right here. We'll throw in the space station here, 1K away from the beacon here, and get our resources, and that's where we're gonna throw in the space station. In the meantime, we'll keep this here, but we can transfer materials into Big Blue, move right there in the space station and start it up. But unfortunately today we're not going to start the space station. We're just going to basically get ourselves settled in. So I'm liking this, that it's outside too, so we just go right into it. Alright, we could get some more data pads just in case there's some things closer by. We could get more iron if we need to. Not a lot here, but the good news is that we have yield mods, so we could always sell back things like steel plates to make it worth it. Alright, so all the data pads that we received or paid for didn't have anything. They're all duplicates of what we already have, so that's great. Okay, so we're here. I think this is a good enough station to stay by because, as you saw, uranium, some hydrogen, but we are not ready to go after these yet. I mean, we could go by and see what's there. If it's the warship, we're gonna hightail it and run out of there. But the problem also is that my ship only has one jump drive. We would have to bring the whole space station to get there quicker. So this ship needs to be evolved. So technically, ship evolution again. Where we're gonna start fresh from Big Blue. Well, not start fresh now because we already updated as much as we can with what we have. So the mission going forward is going to be these maydays that are around. We're going to go to those maydays, grab those ships, attach it to Big Blue, if anything. Get enough weaponry, get enough armor, get enough jump drives, get the ship a little bit bigger, and we're going to go ahead and get some factorum pieces back at home. And hopefully we'll find the assembler again, because that was a good piece. We should have kept it back at home for space station. It's going to be a two-piece build type of thing, because Big Blue is going to be our traveling attack battleship. And then we're going to have the space station and ship itself. Or just space station. So this is going to turn into a space station eventually. I want to collect a little bit more hydrogen first. Well, actually, it doesn't even matter because I could create a hydrogen hauler anyways. But I think that's the plan. We made the move. We're here. Everything looks good. Planned out. Next up, start evolving Big Blue. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below even to say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.